because, as we know, there are known knowns. There are things we know. We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there's some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know, we don't know.
Yes, yes, yes. It's the boxing talk with Raphie. What we on? What we on? Boxing talk with Raphie 117. 117. And yeah. Back after the weekend. It's a new week. It's a new week for you here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And got some interesting lineup for the show. Talking about Andy Ruiz and his perspective, who looks like he's going to be his new trainer. Talking about Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, both fighting under the Top Rank umbrella. Are they? Are they both fighting under the Top Rank umbrella? Didn't Manny Pacquiao move over to the PBC? Didn't Manny Pacquiao move over to the PBC? Anyway, we'll get into that. But Bob Arum had some very interesting things to say about that prospective matchup. And and more. Okay, but before I go any further, I best do a sound check. So let's get on to that. Are we live yet? It's on to... Okay, that was the sound check, and we are good. Okay, so where we at? Okay, that's no problem, Rascal. No, I mean, every man's got to defend himself, bro. Every man has got to defend himself. No apology needed whatsoever. I know there was a trying time for a lot of people. I had a lot of people. Okay, we are now officially live. A lot of people, fresh people over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, the boxing talk with Raphie. And as you know, it has always been my policy to have an open house. But unfortunately, when you have that policy, it's like having fighting dogs. I'm not saying anybody's a dog, although there's a dog in all of us. It's like having fighting dogs, sometimes, not that I've had fighting dogs, and I'm not advocating fighting dogs, but when you do, you got to keep certain people apart. And so that's just the way it go. That's just the way it go. And I'll be talking about a little bit of that in a little bit. But first, let's acknowledge the people up here in the chat. It's the Philip Carl Roberts. It's the Will. It's the Jakal Davison. Sorry, Davison? Davis. I'm adding syllables to your name, Jakal. Okay. No problem whatsoever. Let me get into some. Hold on. First things first. Let me write in something that I need to write in. Oh, where is this thing? Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's tidy up the area. Let's do some tidying up. Okay, that will no longer be needed. Okay, so I think without much further ado, I think the first thing that I should do is, let's see, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so where do I start? Where am I at? I know exactly what I need to do. First things first, let's get this. Let's send the word out. Let's get the message out. Let's send the message out to the people. Wake the town and tell the people. Anybody following me on Twitter will have had the alert. And now I gotta spread the love. I got to spread the love. Okay, let's drop this. Let me drop this link in several places. See how it looks on the screen. Okay, that's good to go. Where else are you going? What the hell is that? That's good to go. Let's drop it in one more spot. Or is that enough? Oh, okay. I'll drop it there too. Damn, that group has shrunk. That group has shrunk. Okay. So I've dropped the link. Several locations. So what to do now? Let's go to a warming video. As a matter of fact, let me check this thing out over here. Good. We're in good shape. Okay, so let me find this warming video and then we play this for a few minutes and then we can get stuck in. Which one am I going to go with? I think I'm going to go with, we're going to go through the square window today. We're going through the square window. It's a quick one. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Boom, boom. Let's go with the Chrome. Boom, boom, boom. And that's a perfect time for the music to end. Let's pause that right there. Okay. Where's that thing? Where is that thing? Okay, so I should theoretically be sharing my screen. Am I sharing my screen? Yeah, it's sharing. Okay, so let's get this thing moving. I don't like the look of that. Can we make it bigger? Okay, that's more acceptable. Okay, let's go.
Well, because as we know, there are known knowns. There are things we know.
What the hell's going on here? That's not the right thing. Let's look for the right thing. Let's go again. Let us go again.
The combat radio. And this.
No, niet. Think where are we? Is this the one? Okay. So, yeah.
It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the combat radio. And this is the quick one. Just saw this on Twitter. And it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Been leaving them face down from a young age. Whoever wants it can get it. Any style, anywhere, anytime. Face down, ass up. This is, if you haven't recognized him yet, and if you didn't read the writing at the top, it is none other than Dillion White. In his, I believe this was his only MMA fight, his debut, and his retirement from MMA. And the interesting thing here is his age and his condition. The age is 19 and the condition looks very, very good. Decidedly different from how we saw him in his last couple of outings. Spoke about it many, many times over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Dillion needs to get into condition. Looks like he is in line for the winner of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. And yeah, we saw him last time we saw him out there. Came in very, very heavy. Unlike here, this is the kind of, needs to get back to some of this kind of conditioning. Yeah, needs to, can't be like Bo, can't be like Riddick Bowe, a guy who lost his championship in the kitchen. Seems Dillion White has a sweet tooth. So gotta see a hypnotist or something. I don't think a dietitian can help him. I'm not sure, maybe. But I find it difficult to believe he doesn't know what to eat and what not to eat. He just got a sweet tooth, gotta control it, go and see a hypnotist, and get back into top condition, tip-top condition. Because it looks like he's getting the winner of Wilder, Fury. So he's got to turn back the clock. Get back to the regimen he was on here. But anyway, just a quick one. Dillion White in his MMA debut at the age of 19. Okay, so what say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe. It's the comment, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live shows. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 p.m. UK time. It's Boxing Talk with Raphie. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And I'm out. Dang. Let's get some volume on this. Nah, maybe not.
Making a big mistake if he stands and trades with Dillion. If he said that, a good leg kick, but a right kick. Jiu-jitsu man. And I tell you now, Mark Stroud making a big mistake if he stands and trades with Dillion. If he said that, a good leg kick, but a right hand follows that sees Mark Stroud out cold. I told you, Rob, the biggest mistake he could have made. Beautiful work by that man there, Dillion White. And you can see what it means to Dillion there. I said Mark Stroud's best chance was to take his man down. You do not stand and trade with this young man. Even at 19, he is so strong, Robin. Watch this. He takes the leg kick with that right. Wow, it's devastating. The temple for good luck, and Stroud is out of there. Jiu-jitsu man.
Okay. So, yes. Okay, so that was the warm-in video. Let me stop sharing that. Okay. Okay, so I got my cans on now. Where are we? Let's go back into the chat. Link is in the description for anybody who wants to jump on. Let's get into it. Raphie, you alive? Yes. I just went into the wrong window. I thought, what the hell's going on? Tiny Tim up in the building. BH, we are live. And the big boys boxing up in the building. Philip Carl Roberts, Will, the Jacal Davis, the Ross Clark. Okay, so let's get the banner up. Where are we? Okay, so yeah, talking about the Dillion White thing. Let's talk about the Dillion White thing. Start off. How am I looking? I'm looking in the monitors. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, so Dillion White, we've seen Dillion White there, and that was his one and only MMA fight to date. Yeah, and he was looking in the kind of condition that he needs to be in. He should strive to get back into that kind of condition. I said it in the video. Someone responded, yeah, but Raph, he was only 19. There's no way he's gonna get back in that kind of condition. And I say to you, listen, it's all about diet. He needs to get his diet in check. If he gets his diet in check, I mean, it starts with the diet. If he gets his diet in check and his training is on point, he can turn back the clock. Dillion White can turn back the clock to a time when he was in the condition that you just saw him in, or pretty damn close. What we got here? White versus Charles Martin. Well, I mean, I think Dillion White has got Povetkin. He's got Povetkin next. Yeah, he's got Povetkin next. Well, I don't know. I mean, what the hell is he training for? Where are we now? We're in April. I think we're in April. What's the date? Damn. April 27th. It's the end of April. So I think Dillion White's been in training camp over there in Portugal. Remember, he drove over there so he could take his dogs with him in his camper van. So he's been training for 2 weeks. April? What's that? Well, May. So we're in May, the beginning of May. May, June, July, August. So if he has a 3-month training camp over there, that will take him to what? 3 months to that 2 weeks. That'll take him to what? August? Yeah, May, June, July, August, the beginning of August. Will we have boxing back by the beginning of August? May, June, July. I think we should. That's 3 clear months. 3 clear months. Yeah. I think we should have some kind of action going on again by August. Hopefully we're not still all in lockdown, or else the world economy just may crash. It just may crash. Okay. Let me take another sip of this drink. So that's Dillion White. Needs to get back to healthy eating habits. Yeah, Dr. Wodak says, that was me, Raph. I agree. He needs to be more disciplined. Definitely got to get more disciplined in the kitchen. Definitely got to get more disciplined in the kitchen. Dr. Wodak up in the building. Ross Clark says, what about White v. Charles Martin? After Povetkin, where's Charles Martin? Let me take a quick gander. Let me take a quick gander of the position of Martin. Shrunk this down earlier on. Let me get it back up. Let's get the proper. Okay, that looks good. Let's share. Let me share. Sharing is caring. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Boom. 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 Okay, so in a couple of seconds on your screens, you should see the heavyweight rankings. Where is Charles? Charles Martin down at 15. Down at 15, and where is he? Dillion White at 7. So I think really Dillion White's going to be looking at Ruiz. That's why I wanted Ruiz so much. Ruiz is 1 place ahead of him on the box rec rate rankings. But he's fighting Alexander Povetkin. There's 2 places ahead of him. And ahead of him is Alexander Usyk. He's already fought Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder is petrified. Dillion White has Deontay Wilder petrified, shaking in his boots. Let's not forget Deontay Wilder declined, refused to take a career high payday against Dillion White when it was offered. I repeat, Deontay Wilder refused to take what then would have been his career high payday when he declined multiple offers from Dillion White. And of course, Tyson Fury, the WBC champ, there may be a way for Dillion White to get a crack at Tyson Fury with this COVID-19 shizzle. Who knows? After the COVID-19, after the lockdown ends, for all we know, there might still be some kind of travel restrictions, in which case, Dillion White being the WBC number one, he may very well be first in line for a shot against Tyson Fury, being the number one. The WBC messed around. And said Tyson Fury, when Dillion White was going through his issue with UCAD, they messed around and said, well, no, he's not number one. You're not number one. You're number one, but you're not the mandatory anymore. You're number one, but you're not the mandatory anymore. And so now Dillion White, apparently he's only gets back to his mandatory status. February 2021. He was done an injustice. He was done an injustice, in my opinion, and welcoming in the big boys boxing.
What's up, Raph? How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. This COVID thing's still going strong. You know, people on lockdown. People are getting fed up. I know people who are handling it well. I got different types of friends, different personalities. I got a loner friend. Loner? Is it fair to call him a loner? Well, he's very comfortable with his own company. I think that's a kind of way to put it. And earlier on in the COVID era, he reported to me he was doing very, very well. He said he was cool. He's doing very well. He's working from home on the computer. Doesn't have to go in the office anymore. There's no commute. And he felt perfectly comfortable working from home on the computer, and it was all gravy. But I got a text message, was it last night or this morning? It was this morning, saying this COVID thing's doing my head in. Where's the social interaction?
Yep.
So
we're on that.
To everybody.
We're on our first day of our lockdown has gone down to level 3 today.
What does level 3 mean?
We're allowed to extend our bubble a little bit more. We're allowed to go to the beach for a walk. A lot of people have gone back to work. My partner went back to work today. Primary schools are opened, but only essential services children are supposed to go. So I've got about half an hour before I've got to start being a school teacher again.
Okay. So yeah, the bubble, you can extend your bubble. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, we're only getting single digits of confirmed cases per day now, so we're doing pretty well.
Oh, damn. That's great. That is great. That's the benefits of living in a sparsely populated island.
Indeed.
And I like the idea of that. I think I'm a country boy. at heart. I've never really lived in the country apart from when I go back to Jamaica and my family kind of got a place in the country. So yeah, I'm a country boy when I go back there, but I feel nice and tranquil in the country. I really do feel that I could survive in a more sparsely populated environment. I think I could hack it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was born and bred in the country myself. I've been in the city for about 10 years now, and this lockdown hasn't been a huge deal to me because I'm not one to go out and splurging money all over the city and whatnot, and got a couple of young kids as well. So, you know, it's not a big deal for us.
Yeah, I can relate to that country living. I think I can relate to that country living. Well, I know I can. Okay, well, we got Big Boys Boxing, who was kind enough to jump on. We're going for about half an hour. So let us crack on. Let me just put the link in the chat again. Boom. Okay, so yeah, greetings to everybody in the chat. We got Dr. Woodok has joined us. We got Marla has joined us. Yeah, okay, so we good. Okay, let's get into it. Let's crack straight on. Let me get the banner up. Which one are we looking at? Boom, I gotta clean out those banners. Okay, let's get into this. Yeah, let's get into that. So, okay, so Andy Ruiz's father is excited and expects to hire trainer Eddy Reynoso, trainer of Canelo, hopes to get him on the team. So let's get into that article. Where are we? Let me hide myself for a second and pull that one up. There it is. Let's get the graphic in. Yeah, Andy Ruiz. Let's save that and boom. Come back around here and drop that in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's that thing I just saw. There it is. There it is. Okay, so what we're looking at. Okay, so a discussion took place a few days ago between Andreas the Pants Ruiz. Oh, no, sorry. That's Andreas Sr. Yeah, he's the father of the former unified heavyweight champion, Andreas the Pants Ruiz. Okay, so, and they're talking to the outstanding Mexican trainer, Eddy Reynoso. I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation. Eddy Reynoso. Okay. So their meeting was very prosperous, apparently, according to the article. And everything indicates that Ruiz will have a new corner when he returns to the ring in September. Well, it couldn't be an old corner because they sacked Manny Rubles. So it couldn't be an old corner. Andy's father, in a telephone interview with Sports Journal, revealed that his talk with the Guadalajara's Reynoso left him with a very positive feeling, because on the professional side, he is an admirer of the great work of Reynoso, the great work he's done in his gym with several top boxers, including the four-time world champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. Okay, an idea. Let me take that banner down for a second and share the actual article. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, we have a very good chemistry. We have a very good chemistry at the meeting a few days ago. I like Eddy's way of thinking. I think we're going to stay with him to train Andy. There will be many changes with Eddy. He's a very disciplined, energetic coach. Let me blow this up a little bit. Blow it up a little bit so it's bigger on the screen. Okay. Yeah, he's also a great person. Okay, so the thing I'm picking out here is discipline. They're saying that Eddy is very disciplined. So is that a knock on Manny Rubles? Is that a knock on Manny Rubles? He's also very energetic. Is that another knock on Manny Rubles? He's dedicated to what he does. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but it seems like he's throwing shade at Manny Rubles. I mean, they should have asked him. Well, what's the difference between Eddy Reynoso and Manny Rubles? I don't know. Seems kind of like he's throwing shade. I don't know. I'm going to get a second opinion in a moment. And he's also a great person. I can tell from the talk we had. He has a stable where they breed pure champions, starting with Canelo Alvarez. I think it's best to go with him to train. If this situation with the pandemic begins to resolve itself by September, it will be the right date for Andy to fight. And if he fights in September, I think that we will start training with Eddy, with Reynoso in the first week of June. Okay, so looking to get things going in the first week of June. Okay, regarding the former world heavyweight champion, Chris Arreola, another fighter with Mexican blood. He has been raised as a front runner. Okay, so Andy Ruiz is looking at and talking about and thinking about Chris Arreola. How depressing. It makes the heart sink. Chris Arreola. He's been a journeyman for some years now. That may be me being harsh, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah, put your opinions in the chat, of course. So Chris Arreola is considered. There was also talk of Adam Kawanaki, but he already lost. First, we will do the fight with Arreola. Damn, it's like they're confirming it. It's like they're confirming it that when they come back, it's Chris Arreola. And then with whoever it is, with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. So Andy the Punch Ruiz thinks that a fight with Chris Arreola is going to give him the golden ticket to a shot with Tyson Fury or Anthony Olafemi or Lancey Joshua. I don't see it working out that way, but that maybe I'm being skeptical. I don't know. Ruiz lost his 4 world titles back in December when he dropped to a lopsided 12-round unanimous decision to Anthony Joshua in Saudi Arabia. Afterwards, Ruiz parted ways with trainer Manny Robles. Coming into that fight, Ruiz was out of shape. Admitted that he partied for 2 months in the aftermath of the win over Joshua. He needs discipline. My son knows it. We all know it. With this change to Reynoso, you will be a more disciplined fighter. To reach the top, you must push yourself to the maximum. Train hard and dedicate yourself completely. Those were the words of Ruiz Sr. Okay, so that's the story. Well, that's the story. Andy Ruiz's father, excited, expects to hire trainer Eddy Reynoso. Big Boys Boxing. You want to get your teeth into that?
Yeah, for sure. To me, I don't think there was anything wrong with Manny Robles as the coach in the first place. And to a degree, I don't think a change of coach is going to change much for Andy Ruiz unless he changes his frame of mind. And having lost those belts, it's quite possible that could have given him that wake-up call. So hopefully right now he's training and trying to get that weight down, because at the very top of the heavyweight division, if he doesn't get down to around at least 250 pounds, because the man's only like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
So if he gets down to 250 or below that, then he could be competitive against anybody. But it's that frame of mind. And if he's not going to turn up for training like he did with Robles, then it's going to be the same result. So it's a matter of whether Eddy Reynoso can employ his discipline or instill it into Andy Ruiz to give him that motivation to get to training and do what he needs to do to compete at elite level.
Yes. Can he? Yeah, because I mean, you made some interesting points there. I mean, he's switching trainers when Manny Robles, he's a renowned trainer. He's a renowned trainer. So what the hell is this? What the hell is this switch? I don't know what the hell this switch could achieve. It seems strange to me. It seems strange to me that they know that Ruiz is problematic to himself. He's problematic. His work ethic, his low work ethic, his poor work ethic is problematic. So how exactly it's gonna change? It's gonna change with trainer. Surely that's something that's within yourself, Big Boys Boxing.
Well, yeah, for sure. Obesity is somewhat like depression. It's something that it's in you, and you've got to deal with it. And before you can make steps moving forward, you've got to be able to get on top of it yourself somehow, or get some help to get yourself on track before you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. I don't know if Andy Ruiz Sr. was actually trying to put shade on Manny Robles. I think he was just trying to point out the positives of going with Eddy Reynoso, and I think there probably is a couple more positives there for them to go with Reynoso. But it keeps coming back to that same thing for me. It's going to depend on whether Andy Ruiz is going to be in the right frame of mind, or he's going to somehow get hold of that motivation that he needs to be effective with a good coach. A coach is just one part of the toolbox. It's not, you can't just get a world champions coach and expect to be at elite level like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I think it's not a bad move, but keeps coming back to depending on Andy Ruiz for me.
Yeah, it's going to be all down to Andy Ruiz. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe a change of environment, maybe training with a trainer of champions. He's got champions in his camp now. He's got Canelo in his camp. He's got the young guy Garcia coming up in the same camp.
Brian. Yep.
So maybe, I'm drinking this smoothie. It's very tasty. It's very tasty. So maybe a change of environment. But, I'm a bit of a pessimist when it comes to Andy Ruiz, when it comes to a man who had the world at his feet. He got to the mountaintop. Well, he jumped out of a parachute. He landed close to the mountaintop. Had to make a short walk to ascend to the top of the mountain. And then, just like Humpty Dumpty, slipped, rolled all the way down.
Oh, dear.
So it's just one of those it's a Humpty Dumpty story, folks. It's a Humpty Dumpty story, but looking on the bright side, looking on the positive side. At least Andy Ruiz now has secured himself, millionaire status. The next thing is, if he's generally a man of poor discipline, is he going to be disciplined with the money? I mean, I hope he is, because the one thing I hate to see is somebody who is a sportsman, who they have a short career in terms of their lifespan. It's a short career. And so when you get to the mountaintop financially, which Ruiz kind of did, for him then to go and splurge, for him to go and mess that up, that would just be hideous, Big Boys Boxing. Hideous.
Indeed. Money changes men, particularly when they first get a whole lot of it. So he's had it for a while now. Hopefully he's settled down. He's not going to be struggling to try and put food on the table for his kids anymore. So hopefully that hasn't taken any motivation away from him. Hopefully he's got something else for motivation.
Yeah.
I do want to see the guy fight the best at the top of the division. It's been a long time since we've had somebody that small as a heavyweight do really well at the top. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm actually looking forward to an Areola fight. I don't think Ruiz is going to be able to knock him out because he's pretty damn durable.
Mhm.
And prior to him getting that shot against Anthony Joshua, it's a fight that I was talking about. They both sparred together. Areola helped Ruiz out when he was an amateur with a lot of sparring and whatnot as well. So they know each other well. But like you, I don't think a win over Chris Areola is going to get him any closer to a title shot. It's a tune-up.
To tune up.
Yeah, I want to see him face Luis Ortiz after he beats the living dog crap out of Chris Areola.
You want to see him get Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz. How do you think that one will go? That's interesting. How do you think
I think Ruiz stops him, to be honest. I think it might take a few rounds, maybe 6 or 7 to slow the old fella down. And there will be times, I think, where Ortiz is going to have some success because he's got very good timing. But I think the age and maybe the wear and tear is slowing down his punches. It's slowing down his feet, which were never that quick in the first place. But he's still got quicker feet than Andy Ruiz. So there's potential for a pretty entertaining fight there, I think. But I do think Andy will get to him eventually.
Well, what kind of round you calling on that one provisionally?
About 7.
Yeah, because I think Ortiz is at an age now where, despite his talents, despite his skills, I think he's at an age now where he's just visibly slowing down. And I don't even think he can do 10 or 12 rounds. I don't even think he can do 12 rounds anymore. I'm talking about Ortiz.
Well, yeah, it's a totally different fight to a Wilder fight, isn't it? Andy Ruiz isn't going to be sitting back waiting to try and counter. He's either going to go first or he's going to counter the shots that come back at him. And there's going to be a hell of a lot more punches thrown in the fight. So somebody who's a bit older, to me, is going to gas a lot easier. And the things that go with age first is your speed, your stamina, and your reactions. It's one of the reasons why heavyweights can last longer, because power can always carry you through, and they obviously hit harder than any other division. But he's going to be 41 soon this year. Luis Ortiz, if he's not already. And I'm pretty much the same age, so I know exactly how much age takes a toll on your body and what it does to you. So I'm not trying to disrespect Ortiz at all. I think he's still a pretty good fighter, and he could beat some of the top 10 at present, but he's on the slide. That's my conclusion.
He's on the slide. Pretty sure about that. But yeah, it's interesting. At least, hey, looking on the positive, at least Andy Ruiz is showing signs that he wants to get back in there.
Well, his dad is anyway.
Well, yeah, his dad is anyway. So hopefully we're gonna see Andy Ruiz back in the ring in 2020, and then clearly his next fight then is going to be in 2021. So Andy Ruiz is not a man to be rushed. El Jefe up in the building. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, El Jefe? And interesting, because Philip Carl Roberts says something very interesting. Have you seen an amateur bout between Luis Ortiz versus Polvino? He got destroyed there, and it was a similar style to Povetkin. The only difference is Povetkin is a lot better than Polvino. Damn. Apparently that's on YouTube as well. That Ortiz. Yeah, definitely. That Ortiz. Let me write that down so I don't forget to check it out after the show. Ortiz v. What is it? Polvino. Yeah, Povenov. Polvino. Okay, so yeah, check that out. I heard about it. Heard there's no footage, but apparently it's on YouTube. It doesn't really matter what trainer Ruiz gets. If he doesn't sort his eating out, he will keep getting the same results. Definitely, he's another one who needs to get a hypnotist. He's another one who needs to get a hypnotist. Okay. El Jefe in the building. Philip Carl Roberts writes. It was in type. Oh, tells what to type in as well. Tells you, gives you everything. Philip Carl Roberts says type in WM 2005 005 Luis Ortiz versus Pavinor. Damn, I think I will do that later. Ortiz down. Well, I'm not going to read about it. I want to be surprised. Okay, so Shizbiz in the building. I don't believe Ruiz can stay in shape for multiple fights. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be motivated to do that. Just doesn't seem to be motivated. The toughest thing about obesity is that you will still feel hungry if you eat less than you are used to. Yeah, you can shrink the stomach. Then you can shrink the stomach over time. Ortiz on the slide and on the pension. Okay, so with that, we're going to move on to the next story. We ain't got big boys boxing for long. Where is that story that I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, let me stop that. Let me change the banner. There we are. That's the one. Okay, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. The sharing is caring. Yeah. Boom. Oh, gotta pick one, haven't I? Yeah. Boom. Okay. So I think I should be sharing that. Am I sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing now. Okay. So where are we? Let's get this done. Okay, so Bob Arum reads the title. We've had tentative talks with Crawford, Pacquiao. Both fighters want it. Okay, there was a time when Bob Arum was sure we'd never see a Manny Pacquiao Terence Crawford fight. Fred Roach, Pacquiao's trainer, didn't like the fight for the Filipino icon when Arum's company Top Rank represented Pacquiao. Even Arum himself didn't think Pacquiao would have a chance to defeat Crawford because Crawford was too good and too young for him. That was the general consensus. That was a consensus thought amongst those guys. Uno momento. There we go. El Jefe's in. We're going to come back to you guys in the panel in a second. Hang tight. Okay. So Fred Roach, Pacquiao's trainer, said, I didn't like that fight for the Filipino icon. A few years later, Arum finds himself exploring the possibility of finally putting together Pacquiao v. Crawford. There are tentative talks, Arum told the boxing scene, to make this thing happen. We'd have to do it outside of the United States, though, and outside of the Philippines, of course. Why? What? We'd have to make it. We'd have to do it outside of the United States and outside of the Philippines? What are you talking about? And we'd have to make it work with a big site fee. Why do they have to do it outside?
No home advantage.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? No home advantage. Well, it's never bothered anybody. Yeah, it's never bothered Pacquiao in the past, has it? What? Why now? Why now?
Jeff Horn. That's why.
What's going on, man? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. El Jefe's in the building. What's happening, El Jefe?
What's going on, bro? Just checking in, bro. Checking in with Raphael, Dawkins, man. Combat and Sports Radio, bro. Hit the like button, man. Sub, bro. One of the realest on YouTube, man. So shout out to him, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. We got a bit of the wind sound. Are you still up in the mountains, bro? you still
Yeah,
up in
right now. I'm about to do this hiking on the mountains, bro.
yeah.
But I'll go on mute, man, when I hear a lot of wind. So
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool in the gang. You're here now, so you might as well stick around while you can. So we're talking about the Pacquiao versus. Hold on a second. What happened there? What happened there? I heard another pop. What's going on? Okay, so this is yes. We got plenty of people in now. Marla, how you doing, mate?
Good, man. Good.
Excellent, nice of you to jump in. So we got Big Boys Boxing while he's around. Not long left. I better rush with this thing. We got the El Jefe and Marla. Okay, let me try and get to the end of this this thing here. Article. Okay, so Pacquiao parted ways with Arum after his surprising loss to Australian underdog Jeff Horn. The WBA welterweight champion apparently is willing to work with his former promoter to secure the Crawford fight. Crawford fighting even a 41-year-old Pacquiao would afford him the high-profile welterweight fight he has sought after since the WBO champion moved from the 140-pound division up from the 140-pound division 2 years ago. Okay, I've had feelers out before. All of this happened with the coronavirus. Arum explained where it was pretty much down the line about getting a Pacquiao Crawford fight on late in the summer or in the fall. Then, of course, everything blew up. But I'm optimistic. Where's my phone jumping, flashing like that? Okay. But I am optimistic that I will be able to continue with these talks in the next month or so. I talked to Terrence and his trainer, Bomac, Ryan McIntyre, about it, and it appears to me that Crawford and Pacquiao want to go ahead with that fight. Yeah, so that is the long and short of it. Let me go around the table and see what people see what the feeling is. What is the feeling? Big Boys Boxing. How you feel about that? Big Boys Boxing, is he here? Yeah, you're here? You're on mute? Maybe he's unavailable to speak right now. Maybe the class. Yeah, Big Boys Boxing. I hear you now. Yeah, you was on mute, my friend, but it's good now. You're good now.
Yeah, I was trying to get it off. It wouldn't come off. But it's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing, and I can see from both fighters' perspective, it makes sense to do it now because they don't really have anywhere else to go. Nobody else really wants to fight them. So, yeah, I will watch it, and I do think Pacquiao will get beaten. Once again, for me, it's coming down to that age thing. He is over 40. He's slowing down. He's not the Pacquiao he used to be. And Terence Crawford is in his prime. So it's fine. I don't mind seeing it. When Bob Arum used to say, I don't want to see them fight because I don't want to see Manny in hospital or anything like that. Yeah. At the time, I thought that was ridiculous because Pacquiao wasn't on so much of a slide then. But he's a bit of a freak in nature. You know, he's come out and he's beaten a young, hungry Keith Thurman. So there's a possibility he could have some good moments in the fight against Terence Crawford. But I think Terence is just going to be too big, too strong, too hungry. And I think he's got more animal in him than Pacquiao. But let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it on. So who we got? We got El Jefe. El Jefe. Terence Crawford versus Manny. Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao.
It's a good fight. I ain't gonna trip on it if it happens, man. I think Bud's gonna beat the shit out of him. I think it's a retirement fight, but like what I'm kind of pissed off is why are they doing my boy Errol Spence like this, man? Errol Spence wanted the Manny Pacquiao fight. Errol Spence wanted the Bud Crawford fight. So it's almost like two enemies coming together, bro, to against, you know, what do they say about the saying, bro? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So look at it in that way, bro. They're just trying to find a way to, you know, to come at Errol Spence sideways and the PBC side. So I'll just say that, man.
So Errol Spence is the enemy. El Jefe, are you saying that Errol Spence is the enemy?
Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao, bro. They're trying to do something against Al Heyman and the PBC side. They're trying to go against the grain, bro.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But El Jefe, why doesn't Errol Spence? Why doesn't Errol Spence just fight Bud Crawford? Why doesn't he just fight?
No, but this ain't about Errol Spence. I'm just trying to break like how I see the game that's going down. I see the pattern with it, man. I see Errol Spence. Errol Spence gonna do his thing, bro. Errol Spence still got the Danny Garcia fight. He can move up and fight Canelo, man. So Errol Spence should have tripped on this, bro. At the end of the day, Pacquiao's already washed. You know, what does Pacquiao really bring to the table other than his name?
Skills,
you know. Yeah,
Skills.
but the bum from Omaha, he could have that fight, man. We ain't gonna trip on that. Dallas, Texas will continue being the same.
Wait,
we
you
still
calling
got two
Terrence
straps.
Crawford a
Oh,
bum?
hold on, bro. Hold on. We still got 2 straps. We got the IBF. We got the WBC. We just beat Sean Porter, man. Strap season, man down. Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff, man. Stand up. Shout out to y'all.
Big boys boxing.
You calling Terrence Crawford a bum? You serious?
Bro, big boys, bro. This is how I speak, bro. I'm being kind of sarcastic. I don't know if you heard from El Jefe, man, but this is how I speak. In my channel, we call Terrence Crawford the bum from Omaha. That's how we call him. So
Wow,
yeah,
I won't be subscribing to that channel. That's disrespectful, man.
Wow, that's a bit
man, because he's been disrespecting Dallas, Texas, bro, and Errol Spence. So that's why we're coming at him this way, bro.
He's
on
been
this
trying
side.
to get the fight with Spence, man.
Nah,
All
he's a
Spence
clout
has
chaser,
to do
bro.
is send a contract.
But
and
let
he'll
me tell you
get the
something,
fight
Ralphie.
with
I'm gonna be
Crawford.
right back,
That's
bro.
all he has to do.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to do these push-ups real quick. I'm about to start running, man.
Okay, we'll do
I'll be
them.
back like in 30 minutes, bro, if you're still on. So
Yeah, man. We'll
shout out to y'all, man. Big boy, bro. Big boy, get your big boy pants up, bro, because I'm gonna be back, man, in a moment.
Well, I've got to go and teach my kids, mate. So don't be long.
Hurry back if you want to catch the big boy. OMG. And I think at this juncture, you know, guys, I'm talking to the people in the chat. You know, I had a guy who got very upset at one of our guests on Friday. He's a subscriber to the channel, and he got very upset with this particular panelist who hasn't been on here for a long time. But let me just explain to you, everybody, and I don't wish to be rude, and I know that most people understand what's up, but you know, when I started this channel, it was with the intention of having a wide variety of different types of people, different types of views, different types of personalities, and you know, that remains the vision. Maybe I got away from that a little bit, but you know, I'm heading back to that. I'm heading back to having different characters come in, and it does stir the pot. It does stir the pot, but I'm sure we've all got our big boys pants on, just like big boys boxing. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit jarring at times, but that's just the way it is. It's an open house. Marla.
Yeah, I like the Pacquiao fight. I mean, Crawford needs a name at the end of the day. He just needs to fight somebody. And Pacquiao, I don't know, what is he, 41 now or something?
Yeah.
So he's a little bit older and that, but it's still a fight I would watch. I think there'll still be public interest in it. It'll be a good payday. It's a name on his resume, and he hasn't really got anywhere else to go because I don't think the PBC want to fight Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think it's a case of Crawford ducking anybody. And I mean, and as far as Errol Spence goes, he's had that car accident. We haven't seen him since, and we don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in when he comes back. That was a bad accident.
He was.
So, you know, sort of saying that, you know, Crawford's ducking Spence or something, I don't buy into that, you know.
Yeah, that's highly unlikely. Crawford ducking Spence. No. I don't think anyone could legitimately think that when it's been made abundantly clear time and time again that Crawford wants that fight. what's his name? Spence Less So. Big Boys Boxing. Who's ducking here? Who's ducking? Who's the ducker?
The ducker isn't even one of the fighters. The ducker is Al Heyman.
Damn. You're right.
He's the man stopping a lot of good fights happening. So, and as for any PBC fighter that comes out and says, whatever, I'm my own boss, I can make whatever fights I want, go and check some recent commentary. What was it? Jamal Charlo is going up to 168 pounds. But in his declaration that he's going up, it says, I have approval. Who did he have to get approval from if he's his own boss?
That's very interesting.
Who's he looking to fight at 168? Is it Alvarez or
David Benavidez?
Okay, hang on, David.
So once again, you see, the problem is they say we're our own boss. We're our own boss. But what happens? What happens when a decision is to be made? All of a sudden they say go see Al. So what is it? Are you your own boss or is it go see Al? Which one is it? You watched? I don't know if you saw Marla, Big Boys Boxing. I don't know if you saw the Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn live when the Charlo fella jumped on live and he was hitting the bag. I don't know if you awkward conversation. Yeah. And he said, what did he say? He said, yeah, go see Al. Go speak to Al. Who's Al? Says Eddie. I thought you were your own boss. What's going on? But no, they do have a boss, and unfortunately, it does appear that that boss is the mastermind behind what I have to call a duck. I mean, El Jefe is not going to agree when he comes back on, but that's the way it seems to me. He's going to have to explain to me how is it not a duck when one man, one champion. I think what did Errol Spence say? He said, "Go and get a belt."
First, he said, "Yeah, go get a belt." So he went and got a belt.
Yeah,
he still can't get the fight.
And then they said he's on the wrong side of the street, which is really what's going on.
Yeah,
they're just keeping it in house.
Yeah,
If you want the fight, come and sign with PBC. It's shady business, man.
It's very
shady ass.
It is very, very shady.
There was a sad thing with Jamal Charlo with Demetrius Andrade. He got offered like $7 million. There was a unification bout. Andrade could fight on any network. So if Jamal couldn't go to DAZN, Andrade could go to Fox or Showtime. There was nothing in the way of that fight except Jamal Charlo not wanting to sign.
Dang.
Or Al Heyman.
Or Al Heyman. There was nothing in the way of that. There's nothing stopping that fight, man.
There was
You
nothing.
don't want that fight, son. You might lose, and then we've got no belts to hold hostage.
Yeah. Well, that's what it boils down to. They've got a TV deal. PBC have a TV deal, and they prefer. I guess it depends. There's a sliding scale. If this guy's a championship bouts. Yeah, logically, championship bouts. We pay you more for championship bouts, and non-championship bouts we pay you less. So I haven't seen the contract, but I would imagine it's structured along those lines because they seem very, very adamant about keeping their champions away from, generally speaking, the toughest competition. Certainly, well, I mean, perhaps you'd like to speak on that. The desire to keep their champions away from the toughest competition, the desire to keep Errol Spence away from what is seen as his toughest competition in Terence Crawford. That's
been the fight at welterweight for years.
Yeah,
ever since Crawford came up, there was always going to be great money in it for both fighters, but it still hasn't happened. Curious.
Yeah.
But with that, I'm going to have to go and start being my school teacher, being my kid's school teacher, Raphie. So thanks for having me on, bud, and I'll catch up with our Jefe another time.
See you later, Jono.
Nice one,
Jono. Take it easy, Marla.
Take care. Wow.
See you guys.
Cool time. Definitely full time.
Yeah, the old PBC, it's their business model to have in-house fights.
Yeah.
They just play it safe. They'll send a guy out to get a title, but once he brings it back, that's it. They lock it in, you know.
It's locked in. There's no messing around. Okay, and with that, let me go into the chat. Don't ignore the chat. Mortines. Yeah, she's busy in the building. Toughest thing about, read that one. That was by Philip Carl Roberts. That was a good one. Ortiz on the slide and on the pension. Yep. Evening, fellas. Reverend Pickles is up in the building. Wizard Sleeve. We also have a fight. We also have a classic fight, which we are going to review very, very shortly. I might fit one more story in or one more article in before we go to the fight, but it's a good one, so you don't want to miss that. Diners Ortiz versus Wilder Myth. Damn, hardcore.
I watched Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns the other night. That was a good one.
Yeah, well, we don't speak about that because that just happens to be. Hold on, what did you just say?
Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns.
Well, I'm pretty damn sure that's the fight we're watching tonight.
It's a good one, eh? It's a great fight.
I'm pretty damn sure Marvin Hagler. Yeah. I'm pretty damn sure that's the one we're doing tonight. So the cat is out of the bag.
Oh.
The cat is out of the bag. I mean, I started watching it, but I thought, no. I want to say I watched part of round one. I thought, no. I watched the whole of round one. I said, no, I want to save this. It doesn't go the full way, folks. That's a clue to those who don't know or don't remember. It doesn't go the whole way. So I might be able to fit one more article in. What's this here? I think Crawford's too much fat to chew and stops Pac-Man badly. Always fancied Crawford versus Charlo, two young guns blazing. Yeah. Frank the French up in the building. So Reverend Pickles reckons that Crawford is too much fat to chew and he stops Pac-Man badly. What was your prediction, Marla? What was your prediction for that fight?
I think Crawford will actually get a stoppage.
Damn.
Probably TKO, but I think he'll stop him.
Yeah.
He's got to get stopped at some point, Pacquiao. It's just you can't keep defying age, man.
You ever saw the film The Picture of Dorian Gray?
No.
Oh, it's a man who had it's an old. They should bring those films back. They don't play them anymore. I suppose there's channels dedicated to them. Those films I would kind of watch. I like those old films, you know, those old Victorian homes in those Victorian costumes of Dorian Gray. Can't remember the full story, but is this man, kind of nobleman, and he lived in a big house and he had a picture in the attic. And whatever he did, I think he was a bit of a wicked man, actually. I think he was a bit of a wicked man, did some wicked deeds, unless I'm mistaken, Dorian Gray. And he never aged. And he was living all these years carrying on like a young guy. I think he was doing some wicked deeds. Was he killing people? I don't know. And leading fair maidens astray. But he had this picture in the attic and he guarded it. And he never aged, he continued to be young, a bit like Peter Pan. I don't know. Somehow somebody at the end of the film gets into the attic and runs the picture through. And you see Dorian Gray downstairs aging dramatically to death. Definitely worth it. I think it's called The Picture of Dorian Gray. Why am I telling the story? Well, it's the age thing. No man can beat Father Time. Father Time is undefeated. Will Spence even fight again? Will Spence even fight again? Where are we? Yeah, well, that's a question. Who is the? Yeah, I think he might be referring to our good friend El Jefe. What is this? Isn't Spence smashed up still from the crash? Great fighter. but elite fighters need to be 100% fit. Spence needs to look after number one before another payday. Billy Joe Saunders has some hands. Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders, middleweight, super middleweight now. Okay. Samuel Shaw up in the building. How you doing, Samuel Shaw, all the way from Florida? Where are we? Philip Carl Roberts, true. BBB. Heyman, always flogging in-house fights between hype jobs, usually. Spence v. Porter was a decent fight, but he does not like putting his fighters in against top opponents. Not in his stable. Hold on, but Spence and Porter in PBC, are they not? Spence and Porter are PBC fighters, I believe.
Yeah, I think they are.
I'm pretty sure they are. Pretty sure they are. So there was no risk there. Either way it went, you know, the belts will stay in the PBC stable.
Who's Lipinets with?
Say that again?
Lipinets. Who's he with? Is he PBC?
I don't know. I don't want to hazard a guess that it's PBC. I think it's PBC, but I don't want to hazard a guess with that. Don't want to hazard a guess.
See, he's highly ranked. He's in the WBO rankings. He's number 2, I think. Danny Garcia's number 1. So it's,
so there's possibilities there. Pablo Diablo. What does he say? You don't dive head first out of speeding cars for free. Yeah, you don't. No, you don't get away with that for free. Highly unlikely. Pablo Diablo up in the building. Oh man, El Jefe going at one of his guys in his regularly in his chat. Says carry on with your push-ups, El Jefe. Heyman never making the fights fans want to see. We only saw Wilder versus Fury because Fury has no power. I tell you what, though, Philip, I agree with you on the no power thing or the low power thing. But I tell you what, if he accumulates, if he puts those feather fists, pillow fists to accumulate, if he's putting them on you, the accumulation can take a toll. I think that Wilder will bear testament to that. Well, his face bore testament to that. You know what I'm saying? Just putting them hands on, just managing to get them hands on can be very, very wearing indeed. Okay. Where are we? So 147 is on fire. Ennis is a rising flame. Ennis v. Ugas would warm up the division very, very well. Puts Ennis in the top 10 if he wins. Yes. Man, there's a lot of writing in here. There's a lot of writing. Smash that like button, folks. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. If not already subscribed, great fight indeed. If a channel calls Crawford a bum from Omaha, that tells you that there won't be much sense made. Well, Jefe, man, he does it for the controversy. Does it for the controversy. Red glove militant up in the building. What else is going on here? I agree. Billy Joel isn't handless. Billy Joel. Okay, I think I'm missing some jokes here. Indiana. Oh, Samuel Shaw is from Indiana. I have no idea why I thought he was from Florida. I have no idea about that at all. No idea. Indiana. He certainly beat Wilder from pillar to post. Okay, so what am I going to do now? Do I go straight into classic fight? I think, what the hell? Why don't we go straight into the classic fight? No time like the present. Have I got it lined up? Or did I accidentally click a tab and dismiss it? I think I probably did. That's okay. We can pull it back up from the history so I don't have to go looking for it. Let's go straight to the history. Okay. Scrolling. In fact, boom. Okay. So where is that? Let's bring it over here. Okay. So identified. It's located. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So let's get this. Let's get the writing up. Let's get it up. Great banner. Boom. Okay, so that's the fight we're watching. That's the fight we're going to be analyzing. Marvin Hagler versus Thomas Hearns. And yeah, let's get do we get some graphics up? Do we get some graphics up on this? Boom. Okay, so let's share the screen. Yeah, there we are. Okay, and let's take a little bit of speed off. Let's go at 75% speed so we can see some of the intricacies involved. Sound off. Get the screen big, turn down the music just a little bit. Okay, that's good. And let's get this thing moving. Okay. Let's go full screen. Okay, so is this full screen? Is this the full width of the screen? Okay, that looks okay. Okay, so let me get the relevant details up. Let me get the year.
Is this 85 or something?
Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns. Let's get the gunk up. Let's get the data. Let us get the data. As a matter of fact, let's cut that off. Okay, so and in comes marvelous Marvin Hagler. Where are we here? Okay, so marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Thomas Hearns was a world middleweight championship boxing match between the undisputed champion Marvin Hagler and the challenger Thomas Hearns, the world junior middleweight champion, who had gone up in weight for the bout. Okay, I was still coming in the ring there. Yeah, got up in weight for the bout. Yeah. Oh, damn. This thing goes straight into it. You gotta be careful what you read. So what is this? It says by 1985, marvelous Marvin Hagler had been the undisputed champion of the middleweight division since September 27th, 1980. Okay. After having been widely regarded as the #1 challenger for much of the late 70s. His first 2 shots at the world middleweight title resulted in controversy. The first was an unpopular draw against the then champion, Vito Antuofermo, and that was in 1979, allowing Antuofermo to retain the title. The second, uno momento. Let me just mute your mic there, Marla. Okay. So, what the hell happened there? Okay, I thought I pressed something wrong there. The picture just shrunk, but it's okay. It's good. Where are we? Yeah. So allowing Vito Antuofermo to retain the title, and the second was a 3-round technical knockout of Alan Minter in London, which led to a riot by Minter fans. Yeah. That was a fight where Alan Minter said the classic words, no black man is going to take my title. That did not go down too well with all parties. Very ill-advised words, Marla. Very ill-advised.
Yeah, I don't know why fighters go there with that stuff. You know, I mean, if you lose to somebody, they're going to beat you because they were physically stronger, or they had a better skill set, or they had more intellect. They're not going to beat you because of the color of their skin, man.
Correct.
I don't know why they go there. All you're doing is you're asking for controversy. You're just digging a hole for yourself.
Yeah. It's pretty embarrassing when you lose as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was watching this YouTube clip about this kid. You know, what is it? Mixed martial arts. Or the kickboxing. It was actually kickboxing, wasn't it? It was kickboxing in the cage. That's it. And this kid was saying, "Yeah, you got no power. You got no power. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do?" And of course, the kid gets knocked out in about 30 seconds of the first round. Highly embarrassing. So.
Yeah.
What is this? So is he saying here? Let me just pause that. Okay, so it's a 10-point must system. 3 knockdown rule is waived. A 3 knockdown rule is waived. Okay, why would you want to waive that? That's 3 concussions, presumably. No standing 8 count. 4, saved by the bell in the last round only. Okay. 5, 3 judges scoring the fight. And 6, referee or ring doctor can stop the fight. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going down. In fact, let's move this along a little bit. Then we've got all the rules there. What are you going to do now? The national anthems. What is this guy singing? Oh, he's playing the trumpet. Yeah, 1 note will do. I'm curious. Okay, that's the final note. That's the high note. Damn, for all the regalia. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, they're getting there now. Tommy Hearns. Better bring up his stats. 6'1". Damn, it's right there. I was going to go looking for that to make sure I got it right. So Tommy Hearns, age 26 at the time. Height 6'1", weight 159. Or is that pounds? Yeah, pounds. Okay, go ahead, Tommy. Look at that. I had a tiger. Both knew they were going in against a formidable foe. Interesting. It's a coincidence that you watch the same fight, Marla.
Yeah, I just watched it the other night on ESPN.
Yeah. Okay, and marvelous Marvin Hagler. It's Brockton, Massachusetts, age 30, height 5'9.5", weight 159.25 pounds. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because all in all, Marvin Hagler had 67 bouts.
Yeah, what a career.
What a hell of a career. 52 knockouts. 52 knockouts. And what? 2 draws? I think he's saying it's 2 draws there. 2 draws. Okay. Tommy Hearns, yeah, took place in 1985. Referee Richard Steele for the World Boxing Council middleweight title, World Boxing Association middleweight title, IBF Federation middleweight title. So those are the belts at the time. Crawford is no bum. He ain't no bum from Omaha. He's from Omaha, but he ain't no bum. Okay, so let's get into this now. Let's see this. You can just jump in at any time, Marla. Jump in at any time. Okay.
Yep, no worries.
So, yeah. Let me get a little bit of volume on this, maybe. Just a fraction. Okay, nice shot from Hagler to the body. Left, right, body, head. Right uppercut, overhand, right from Hearns. Uppercut from Hearns, another hook from Hearns, another hook misses. Hooks to the body from Hearns. One went low, but not too low. Okay. Hooks galore, and another from Hearns. Remember, this is 75% speed. I think I'm going to have the second round in real speed because it looks like they're swimming underwater. You're not appreciating the speed here. We'll keep
The
it at
savagery, yeah, you're not getting the savagery with the speed.
You're not getting the savagery with the speed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop it right now and go to full speed because it looks like they're swimming underwater. You're not getting the savagery of it. So, okay. So now we're at 100% speed and we recommence from where we left off. Okay, with the first round. Hook from Hearns. And another, left and the right. Pure hooks. That was a bit of a right straight.
Hearns,
yeah.
Hearns was not using his jab enough.
No.
He should have been trying to stay away, man, and use his advantages. You know, he just got him too close.
You got to use all your gifts. Yeah. And yeah, I think a jab could have worked well for Hearns here. Damn. I love that leaping. I love that leaping straight from Hagler. Boom.
See, when Hearns threw that jab, see, it's effective.
Yeah, yeah.
When he's jabbing, he's fighting from range, he's effective. But when he lets Hagler get too close, he just gets mauled.
Mm-hmm.
See, he scored and then he got out. That was smart.
Yeah. Now
he's getting into a dogfight and he's on the ropes, and it just.
And he didn't. Well, I think he'd have bowled it better for it. Damn, some hooks from Hearns and Hagler. Damn.
See, on the ropes, terrible, eh? He shouldn't be there, man. He should be looking to get a 1-2 and then get out, get back on the jab.
Should have been looking to use his range.
Yeah, man.
Use his feet.
Yep.
Hook fest. Look at this.
Get in, score, and get out. Use that jab heaps.
100%.
See, this is terrible for him, eh?
Terrible.
In here like this. Awful, man.
Terrible. Damn. So getting good shots on, but he's paying the price.
Yeah, man.
moving his head a little bit from side to side, but that don't last long. Boom. Okay. This is a hard round to separate, bro. I got to go with Hagler right now. He's getting the most work done, I think.
Yep.
Boom.
Right there, he should be out. He should be out of there. He should be getting out, Hearns. He should be stepping away for round and getting out of there and get back on the jab.
100. 100. That was the fastest round I've ever seen in my life. Marvin Hagler's cut. That was the fastest round I've ever seen. That didn't seem like 3 minutes. It just seemed like
no, it was
1 minute of all-out war.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, tactically, very stupid from Thomas Hearns. I have to be honest, very stupid.
Yes.
You know, you got height, you got reach, you got a great jab. He should be using that jab set up, get off a 1-2, and he use his legs and get out of there, and then get back on the jab. Just looking to fight smart. He just got into a war with him on the ropes, and he was never going to win that.
He wasn't going to win that against Marvelous Marvin.
No.
Not against Marvelous Marvin. Marvelous Marvin had a reach of 75 inches. He had a long reach. Let's go and check the reach of Tommy Hearns. Where's the reach? 78 inches. So Tommy Hearns had the reach advantage.
Yeah. He didn't fight smart at all, man.
He didn't fight smart at all. Didn't fight smart at all. Didn't fight smart at all. Okay, you keep on talking about this. I got to do something backstage.
Yep. Yeah, well, he's fighting smarter here, using a bit of range.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good counter puncher, Marvin Hagler. He still catches Hearns with a few. You know, Hearns just had to keep his hands up after he punched too. Get in and score and get out quick. That was when he was at his most effective.
Yes, that was when he was at his most effective.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Oh, bit of a stumble.
Yeah.
See, one thing with Hearns, he was keeping his left hand low. You notice that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's catching a few. He's catching a few because of it.
Hagler's getting to the body there. Hearns throws a straight right.
That low left hand for Hearns is hurting him, eh? You see Hagler timing it. Occasionally he's coming over the top.
Oh. Boom. Hagler's desperate now because it's a cut and it's a serious cut.
Yeah.
And the pressure is relentless. Hagler on Hearns' chest. Head on his chest. Wings with the left. Straight right from Hearns.
Yeah.
Right, left. Bit better. Boom. Body and head. Good punch variety there.
Hagler got his hands too low, eh?
Yeah.
Not Hagler, sorry, Hearns. Thomas Hearns got his hands down, man.
Yeah. Well, Hearns is way low. Hearns is way low. Boom.
It reminds you of Deontay Wilder having his hands down.
Yeah, he does. Damn. Takes a big right and then a left. Jeez, left. Jeez. Damn, big left counter from Hagler. And Hagler's getting the best down. Left, right, best of this round. Boom. Body shots from Hagler. Bit of a head clash there. No worries. Keep on fighting. No complaints. Shot behind the head from Hearns. Left, right from Hagler. Damn, that was another 3 rounds.
Oh, man.
Another 3 minutes. Sorry, another 3 minutes, not 3 rounds. Another 3 minutes that seemed like 1 minute. Totally and utterly crazy. I got to say,
Hearns' defense was awful.
Yeah, it was.
And he had hands down all the time, just eating shots, man. He needed to pick his hands up. It's terrible.
You can have a firefight, but you still got to remain technically sound.
Yeah.
Hearns' mistake was that he was in a firefight and he kind of threw away the defense book, the book of defense, the book of remain technically sound. He just thought he got into this mode where he thought we're having a firefight, so technique don't count and fundamentals don't count. But I put it to you that fundamentals count even more so in a fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because if you're in there trading, you could walk into something.
Absolutely.
So you've still got to keep your hands up and move your head after you punch and be defensively sound. I think Evander Holyfield made the same mistake the first fight with Riddick Bowe. He got into a war.
Mm-hmm.
He started just trading with Bowe, and he didn't use his boxing skills, and he ended up losing.
Yes. In a firefight, you have to remain technically sound and defensively sound. And some fighters forget that and often pay the price as a result.
The ego gets the better of them.
Yeah. I think the other guy can't beat me. He can't beat me at this. Well, guess what? Name. Sometimes the other guy can. Okay, third round. Hagler on the warpath. Hearns not really throwing much now. He's more thinking about how to defend this shizzle. What happened? Why is the timeout? Oh. Some people think it's all over. They think it's all over. It isn't. What do? They check the cut or something, or was it the hand? Was it the hand wrap? Okay, big left hook from Hagler, and Hearns returns. Okay. Hearns throwing leaping shots now back against the ropes.
You see Hagler kept coming over the top of that left hand?
Yeah.
He kept timing it, man. Kept timing it the whole fight. That low left,
Yeah, because Hearns got the low right. So he's countering it with the high left. Boom. Okay. He's off, lost his balance there. Hearns for a second. Oh my God. He's more than lost his balance. Looks like he's damn well lost his life.
Oh.
Damn. Okay. He's trying to get up, but there's no way I see him making the count. He did make the count. I haven't watched this. Oh, he did not make the count. Did not make. That's very responsible of. That was very responsible of.
Oh man, that you see, my video is a little bit delayed. It's just behind yours.
Oh, I got you.
But the right hand, Hagler just kept coming over the top of that low left hand.
Kept coming
the whole fight, man. He kept coming over the top of Hearns' low left hand with the counter right.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's I'm looking at my phone now. Yeah, it's delayed. Good 15 seconds delay. Okay, so I'm going to look at the action on my phone, so I'm going to be in time with you guys. Or actually, I'll call it from the monitor. So by the time I get the words out, boom, it'll be in sync, presumably. Okay, so Marvin Hagler on the attack. Hearns comes back. We're watching the third round again, folks. Hearns comes back.
You see him coming. You see Hagler coming over the top with that right hand.
I do.
He just kept doing it, because they had that low left, Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Boom again, that right hand.
Again. Boom, right over the top. Okay, and then I got him in the corner now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's best I watch it from. Okay, boom. Big right over the top. Okay. So I'm just
he overpowered Thomas Hearns, bullied him.
He did.
He really did, man.
Okay. Flying left from Hagler.
Hagler's in the corner now on my video. They're just checking the cut.
Oh, they're just checking the cut now.
Okay. Yep, now they're back into it again.
Back into it now.
Yep.
They're well into it on my mind you, you're all the way in New Zealand. I mean, there's going to be a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
There's going to be a delay.
But you see the last punch that Hagler lands to drop Hearns is a right hand on the ropes. He come over the top and boom. You'll see it. He rocks him, and then the last punch is a right hand on the ropes. Watch this. Bang. See that right hand when he's on the ropes and dropped him. He landed that right all night, man. He just kept coming over the top of that low left.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we got 3 different time zones here. The time zone on my computer. We got the time going on my mobile, so that's slightly delayed, and then we got your delay, which is like about 30 seconds. Dave, so much of different
But
images.
yeah, that was a great fight, man. As I say, Thomas Hearns, he should have been from the get-go on the outside, using the jab, throw little 1-2s off the jab, and then using his legs, getting out of there, and then getting back on the jab to set up again. He needed to fight a slick fight, and he needed to keep his hands up, man. He had that low left hand, and he just ate those counter rights all night, man.
He did. And now they're putting him in his corner. That guy should have never picked up Tommy Hearns like that, like a baby. That's an enduring image of him being carried to his corner. It was only like a couple of steps.
Yeah.
We've seen that in fighting since. I mean, just let the man walk. Don't carry him like a baby. That's an enduring image. Oh, Big Boys Boxing said if you was watching it on StreamYard, you should see the same image as me, Marla. You're watching it on your big screen TV, ain't you, Marla?
No, I'm on my PC watching it.
You're not watching it on StreamYard, so you're watching it on YouTube, maybe.
I don't know. Oh no, I'm on StreamYard. I went on StreamYard to come on here to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching it on my computer.
Via StreamYard or YouTube.
I don't know. You put it up I came on YouTube and I clicked onto StreamYard to come in to talk to you.
Oh, so you're watching it on YouTube. I think you're watching it on YouTube. Because if you was watching YouTube, then you click, mind you.
Right. Sorry, yeah, go to StreamYard. I'll see what you're seeing. Okay. Yep, I've got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing a slow-mo now on StreamYard and with Hagler just punching him in the head.
Did he just drop down to the ground? Yep. So we're in sync.
Oh, well, you learn something every day.
Something new every day.
Yeah, look at this now. You watch when he gets him on the ropes.
Yeah.
He gets him round in that right hand. Boom. He just landed that all night, man.
Right hand flush. Kaboom.
Ooh.
Kaboom. I felt terrible. I felt terrible watching this fight at the time. Yeah, I did, because I like both of them.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're great fighters, eh? Both of them were great fighters, you know.
Yeah. How many years ago was that now? 85?
85, man.
2015, 40. So what's that? That's 40, 30, what's that? 35 years ago?
85 to 95, 2005, 2015, 35 years.
35 years ago.
Wow.
Damn. I was watching this fight live as a kid. The Raphie's aging himself.
Yep. Yeah, I watched this. I would have been 12. Oh, no, I would have been 11 going on 12 when I saw this.
Yeah, I watched it live. Felt bad because I liked both of them. I couldn't really celebrate. I was like, It's one of those fights you watch where you like both guys. It's rare.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, both high quality, both high class fighters.
Yeah, man, these guys were setting the boxing world on fire back in them days. Marvin Hagler at middleweight, and Tommy Hearns at super welter. Yeah, both guys I looked up to, and then Tommy comes up and no, Tommy, no, not against Marvin, but he had dynamite in his hand, so I can't remember how I felt. I can't remember who I picked, but I remember it was
Well, it's funny, people talk about people have said this, when you get two guys in the ring who can crack. It's not generally the guy who can punch the hardest that wins. It's the guy who can take it the best that wins. And Hearns, he was hitting Hagler with his best shots, and Hagler didn't move.
He was.
And when Hagler hit Hearns did move. Hearns went down. It was like when you think Thomas Hearns knocked out Roberto Duran in 2 rounds, put him face down on the floor. He hit Hagler with those same punches, and nothing happened. Well,
Marvin Hagler was renowned for what was he? I think he was renowned for never having been knocked down.
Oh yeah, he had a concrete jaw, man.
Yeah,
concrete jaw.
And he was just able to absorb a shot. And I think I've seen him I can't say it was this last year or the year before, but relatively recently, I think I've seen him speaking, and you know, he still seems fully compass mentis.
I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him. He's as sharp as a tack. You
Yeah.
wouldn't even. I saw him. You wouldn't even know he'd been a boxer.
Exactly.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, it is amazing because just the other day, because unfortunately we know, I don't know if you've seen Tommy Hearns recently, but he's been gone for a long time.
Oh yeah. He paid the price for his career, mate.
He paid the price, and I think the last time we saw him, I think was it around the Wilder fight or something. Anyway, it's relatively recently, last few months. The last time I saw him, it looked like one arm was paralyzed. He just wasn't moving one arm. It was noticeable when someone's moving one arm, but not then the other one's perfectly still. Yeah.
I saw an interview with him on YouTube, you could tell he'd been a boxer. Whereas when you listen to Sugar Ray Leonard talk, or you listen to Marvin Hagler, they're great. They sound good, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, he doesn't seem to have skipped a beat. He doesn't seem to have lost. He doesn't seem to have lost a brain cell.
No, well, Sugar Ray retired at 27.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, he actually retired quite early, which was a smart move on his part.
That's a brilliant move.
It is, and man, now he's totally lucid, and so was Hagler. So that's the thing with the boxing. I think the guys, they should just be getting in there, having the big fights that matter, making their money, and getting out.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be in there till you're 35.
You certainly
it's a game where you got to know when to just get in, have your fun, make your money, have the fights that matter, prove you're the best, and then you can go and be a trainer or something if you want to stay involved in the game, or be a manager.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. The problem is when these guys stick around for too long.
They take too much, take that punishment, man.
They just take too much punishment. And another fight I randomly came across. What was it, last night, the night before? Yeah, it was Donald Curry. Do you remember Donald Curry?
The name's familiar.
Okay. You may not remember Lloyd Honeyghan from UK. From England.
No.
Okay. So they had a massive fight, which I'm not going to talk about. Which I'm not going to talk about now. Because surprise. But yeah, Donald Curry. He was a bit of a superstar over there in America. I think he was a welterweight, and he was, a golden boy. And I'm not going to go into that story because it's a story that we're going to tell over here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And I don't think he was in the game for particularly long. But to see him now, well, not really to see him, he looks fine, but to hear him speak, so sad.
Yeah,
it's really unfortunate, the price that these guys have to pay in terms of brain cells.
And that's the thing, that it's if they don't need to pay it, man. If they would just know when to go. Like, it's not about how many fights. It's not actually about how many fights you have. It's the quality of fights. Like, if you made 20 title defenses and fought 20 guys that were really nothing, or you could make 6 title defenses against real top level opposition. Have the big fights, cash up and walk away. It's actually better for you, and it's better for the fans.
Of course.
Because it's the quality of fights, not the quantity. It's the quality that matters. We want to see the big fights.
Totally. Just looking at Donald Curry now. Looking at his career.
It's funny, I watched a fight the other night. I was on YouTube. I caught it was actually really good. Tyrell Biggs, Riddick Bowe.
Oh, yes.
It was an 8-round fight, and it was good. Tyrell Biggs showed up, man, and he had Riddick Bowe rocked a couple of times. He really hurt him.
Yes.
It was a good fight.
Yeah, Tyrell Biggs, he was an Olympian, wasn't he? He was an Olympian.
Yeah, he fought Tyson. He was 15-0, and he coming off a gold medal, and he fought Tyson and got destroyed, lost every round. But then he came back a few years later, and he fought Riddick Bowe in 8 rounds with Riddick, and he actually had Riddick rocked a couple of times, really hurt him, and he was very competitive, Tyrell. It was a good fight, good to watch.
Yeah, Terrell Olympian. He had skills. Terrell Biggs. Yeah, but when that fight with Tyson, he was like, oh, oh, oh. He was
It's
like,
too much for him, eh?
oh, damn. World Boxing Council welter. Yeah, I was right. Don Curry was a welterweight. Hello? Is anybody there?
Yep.
Are you still here?
Yep.
Okay, this is very strange. So according to this stream is going to go down any second now.
Oh, I clicked on the other one that's got stream unavailable, stream suspended for policy violations.
Yeah, I might be in trouble. Damn. So the only people watching, I guess, is just, I better write something in real quick. Sorry, guys. It says stream suspended. Stream unavailable. I'm just going to say unavailable. Unavailable. Don't know why. Don't know why. Catch you Wednesday. So this means that it probably ain't even gonna, it's not even gonna go out even the portions. Catch you Wednesday with Rick Laser. So
all right, I'm gonna jump, Raphie. I'll see you on the next one.
See you Wednesday.
Okay, mate. See you later, man. Have a good one.
Take care.
Yep.
Damn. See you Wednesday, guys. YouTube. What? It's back? What? 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. It's back now. Damn. You see the trials and tribulations. You see the trials and tribulations that you have to go through as a YouTuber. Let me copy this, bang it back in. Boom. What? Let me just get that image off my screen. Let me stop sharing. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Yes. No. I don't know what YouTube is trying to do to me. I don't know what YouTube is trying to do to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. It's back now. What is it? Something stream suspended through copyright violation. Hold on, hang tight. Hold on. This is me in real time. It's me in real time. I'm still here. I'm not a hologram. Let me go and check the back door, the back room. Let me go and have a look in the back room, YouTube's back room, and let me see what it's saying about the stream. Let's have a look. Videos. live videos. Let's have a look what it's saying. Okay, well, it's saying it's live. Saying monetization is limited. It's live now. Let me go into it. I wonder if I'm going to get some copyright infringement. This is strange. This is interesting. Right about now, I don't see anything adverse. I don't see anything adverse in the back room. I don't see anything adverse in the back room, in the back door. Yeah, but I've streamed them before. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. It's back now, though. It's back. We're back. We're back. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Don't give up. Yeah, I took it off. Yeah, I took it off. We are back online. The link's in the chat. Somebody jump on. Let's talk about the fight. Can't see it now more, but we can still talk about it. We can still talk about it. Maybe put the image back on the screen. They can't copyright me for a damn image, surely. They can't copyright me. What the hell? I meant the image. Oh, yeah. Well, you bring that up, I suppose. Can't copyright me for an image. Big Ant's in the building. T. White, the fight doctor's in the building. What part of the world am I from? Are you talking to me, Reverend Pickles? You talking to me? Yeah, I ain't got no strikes. I'm strike free, my friend. I'm strike free. I keep a clean house over here. I try to abide by the rules. Play by the rules. Don't be no fool. Corby, what? Yeah, you're going to have to change that name, Colby. You're going to have to change that name. We don't want no obscenity around here. That's surname. You're going to have to change your surname. Well, apparently they're telling me I can't. This is quite bizarre. It's quite bizarre. I have a half an idea what it could have been. I have half an idea what it could have been. We're going to try it out again. Not tonight. We're going to try it out another night and put my theory to the test. But it's quite strange. I think fight commentary, fight analysis. We did it last time. Did we not do it last time? We did it on a Monday. Did we do it on a Friday? Oh, I think. Okay. Okay. I think I know what it. Okay. I know a couple of possibilities. Why it could be in my mind. I got a couple of ideas. I'm going to test them out directly after the show. Don't know what the impact of this is. We'll have to see if it results in a strike. I don't think so. I don't think so. We got the ped up in the building. I don't know if it's the real ped or the fake ped. I don't know. There's two peds going around these days. I think Hagler had the wrong game plan. I don't know. Maybe. Or some stream violation. He said some stream violation. Was it the volume? I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it back, big boys. I'm going to have to watch it back and see if I could hear the volume, because the volume was very low. But you're right. Sometimes if you use a volume, then it can be a problem. But I think the volume was pretty much non-existent. Plus, I got the music on top of that. So, that would muffle the volume. That would alter the sound. They can't get a direct sound match, then it's not a direct sound match. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. I've got a couple of ideas what it could have been. I'm going to have to go Raphie, YouTube already took care of that weasel who was trolling me. Okay, you got me curious now, so I'm gonna have to go into the YouTube. I'm gonna have to go into YouTube and see if I can see which Toby is this. Is this the real Toby? I mean the real I'm gonna have to go into YouTube. Shut up. Kill the noise on that. Sorry. Talking to the computer. Let me just do an investigation, see if this is the real ped. Why can't I do what I want to do? Why is it not taking me to the place where I want to go when I press that button? What's that all about? Okay. I'm gonna have to assume that you are the real ped. Cool and the gang. I hope all is well with you. If it fails, I guess we will see you under a different moniker. If it fails. I was wondering how you were getting away with it without filters. Maybe download, put some filters over the video and play it from your PC. Yeah. I've got a couple of experiments that I'm going to run before the next one. Getting away with it without filters. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay, I've got a few things I need to work on to establish what the problem was with this. But needless to say, I think I better just wrap up this fight here. Yeah, incredible fight, 1985. The welterweight or super welterweight Hearns coming up and going up against the welterweight, the middleweight champion, Marvin Hagler. Maybe restart the stream and you might be good. Damn, Ped. I mean, it's like 2 hours deep, my friend. 2 hours deep. I like to keep them nice and tight these days. So yeah, it was a super welterweight versus the middleweight, and ultimately, if I had to make a long story short, I'd say the super welterweight just couldn't take the hits he couldn't take those strikes to the jaw from Marvin Hagler. Couldn't do it, only for a short time. But his tactics didn't help. His tactics didn't help. Hearns' tactics should have been more elusive, evasive. He was right there. He was right there for Marvin. He was too available, and I think he spelled his doom. You can't go in there just taking shots from Marvin like that willy-nilly just to get your own off. Had to play a much more defensive and evasive game. Not necessarily defensive, but defensively responsible. The problem with Hearns in this fight is that he was defensively irresponsible. However, it's definitely one of the most exciting, action-packed fights in the history of the game. And I don't think that many people would disagree with that. Yeah, I think that's my assessment of the fight. This fight was on the year after I started watching boxing. I was 6 or 7, 6 going on 7. Absolutement. We got Rick Glazer on Wednesday. We got Rick Glazer back on Wednesday. We're going for the trilogy. Wilder and Fury going for the trilogy. Raphael, Dawkins, Combat Radio, and Rick Glazer. We are also going for the trilogy. But in this case, we are not affected by the coronavirus. So we're in good shape. We're in real good shape for Wednesday. And then on Friday, what are we doing on Friday? Okay, on Friday, we're doing another boxing talk with Raphie. Rick is good for absolutely. We're going for the trilogy. And then on Friday, we do another boxing talk with Raphie and another fight analysis. I'm going to run some checks, do a couple of experiments back in the backstage, the back room of YouTube. Got a couple of suspicions, got a couple of ideas, got a couple of thoughts on why that may have happened. I definitely want to clear that up for Friday, when we've got some more goodies lined up for you. And like I said, Rick Glazer back on Wednesday. So, yeah, lots to look forward to right here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. If you have not hit the like button, please kindly do so. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please kindly do so. If you are not following me on Twitter, then please kindly consider doing so. And of course, if you want to show support to the channel, just do all of those things. And if you want to go a little bit, if you want to go the extra mile, then by all means, hit that super chat button right there by the comment section in YouTube. Don't be afraid to hit that with a jab. But in the meantime, this has been. Hold on, let's go. What's Philip Carl Robert says? Change our earth when he comes here with his. Okay, on these. No, 5 dislikes. What? What? Let me check that. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. At all. Probably some weirdos from outside of the channel. I'm not talking about El Jefe's crew, but there's some weirdos out there, nothing to do with this channel. And I don't think it's anything to do with El Jefe's channel, truth be told. I think it's some other people. I think I'm aware of war with El Jefe. Pretty much, I think it's pretty much known which crew and which fraternity they are. I don't think it's hard to establish. Pretty clear to me, but that doesn't bother me in the slightest. So long as we're good over here, we are good over here. Because bottom line is they couldn't have hit the dislike if they didn't come to the show. So it's still all good in the hood. What we're looking at here. Coronavirus keeps a 2-meter safe distance from Tyson Fury. You say Tyson Fury or John Fury? I think it's John Fury. I think the coronavirus is more afraid of the John Fury. Damn, Big Boys Boxing saying El Jefe ducked me. Well, El Jefe, I think Big Boys Boxing should be back here on Friday, or maybe even on. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, maybe even on the Wednesday. But that's Rick Glazer time. We may have time after the Rick Glazer interview. Okay, so. So El Jefe, you gotta put your big boys pants on and come back here on Wednesday or Friday, so you can chat more. We can chat more, chop it up some more. Okay. Okay. So this has been, you have been in tune to Boxing Talk with Raphie. We got a bit of a shock, a bit of a scare. Now I'm going to have to get the hell up out of here and do my research. On the rules and regulations. Make sure I am not violating. Okay. So where are we? It's the Boxing Talk with Raphie. It's been a good one. We talked about who is it? It's Pacquiao versus Crawford. That's a fight in the makings. That's a fight in the making, according to Bob Arum. And then, of course, we talked about, or before that, we talked about Eddy Reynoso Jr. and his news delivered by his father, the news that they're expecting to hire Eddy Reynoso, however you pronounce that. Where's that picture? Didn't we have a picture of him? Didn't we have a picture of him? There he was. Yeah, should be training with Eddy Reynoso. And of course, the Pacquiao and Thurman. I want to see that fight. I definitely want to see that fight. And of course, then we looked at the fight with Hearns versus Hagler. That brought us to here. Ain't no mountains in Texas. That brought us to here. And so all I can say to everyone, one and all, is thank you for coming. It's been another good one. And yeah, what can I say? It's the Philip Carl Roberts. It's the Big Boys Boxing. It's the Marla. It's the Reverend Pickles. It's the PED. It's the AOBZ. It's the Will. It's where there's a will, there's a way. It's Kobe Fartless. It's the Big Ant. It's the Fight Doctor. And it's the many, 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 many more. And see you on Wednesday. When we have Rick Glazer back with us. And so it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And the only thing left for me to say is blessed.